Now, these shootings are just part of a string of violence we've seen in the city this weekend, and we're learning more about one of the shootings we told you about yesterday outside of a Midtown club. Officers were called out to the parking lot of Bulldogs on Peachtree Street and 7th. Police say someone from a booting company noticed some men trying to break into a car. An Atlanta police spokesperson said when that employee confronted the group, he was shot several times. The men got away in a silver sedan. The victim was taken to the hospital. Some city officials worried All-Star Weekend would bring about a spike in crime and possible COVID cases. So far, the crime, at least this weekend, proved a lot of their fears were correct. We'll have to wait a few weeks to see the effects on COVID numbers. But Naima Abdullahi takes a look at how Atlanta came to be a popular destination for partygoers despite the pandemic.
Depending on who you ask,
I feel like at this point, if you're still wearing a mask in Atlanta, they look at you like you're the weird one.
there is a lot to take in, with All-Star Weekend showing a great migration into the Hollywood of the South.
And people have been traveling here on the weekends to take advantage of the fact that this city has been open.
Brandon Butler, executive director of Butter ATL, says the timing of All-Star Weekend isn't great for the city in many ways.
We appreciate All-Star coming to Atlanta, but we would have appreciated it much more if we really would have gotten the opportunity to show off our city at its full, ability.
In January, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms warned people from coming to Atlanta for events.
A number of the issues that we've had in the city of Atlanta, as we know, have come from people traveling from out of state.
You can see the dynamic of the city just changing in certain ways because another element is being added, which is a bunch of outside people coming into the city.
But we cannot let our guard down.
Governor Brian Kemp reopened bars and nightclubs on June 1st with a range of restrictions in place.
Atlanta is open. Atlanta has not missed a beat. We probably was a part of the pandemic for the first month, but ever since then, ever since the end of March last year, Atlanta's probably been like business as usual.
Mayor Bottoms has been making a plea for people not to travel into the city for events, to stay home, and for businesses not to hold events in connection to All-Star Weekend. Some people make the argument that venues still want to make money because if the state hasn't shut down nightlife, it's hard for nightlife to voluntarily shut itself down.
We can't hate on them because if the money's there, they're gonna make it. Everybody's been coming to Atlanta all summer, all winter, and during All-Star Weekend. What could we expect?
And for those who decide to still step out, the necessary precautions are still the same.
I do feel this weekend, if you're out and you're enjoying, the All-Star activities in the midst of a pandemic, you should still be following the COVID-19 guidelines.